So the first way is tutoring, and this is an age-old way of making money. Essentially, you're just going to be teaching someone something that you know a little bit better than them. Now, it might be teaching them math, it might be teaching them English, it might be teaching them different things, or even if you're better at sports than someone else, or sport in America, why not teach them how to become better at, basketball or volleyball? I would highly recommend doing that. Even if you're not that good at academics, you can definitely do things like that. Now, you could also even tutor people how to play video games better. I know a lot of people these days really want to get better at Fortnite. They want to get better at, CSGO. They want to get better at Apex. If you're good at it, you can pretty much charge anyone $10 an hour, $20 an hour. And if it's something you're good at, it's not going to be that difficult for you to do. So tutoring can be a great thing. You don't have to just do the traditional math and science and things like that. Think outside the box and try and tutor people at things that you like to do, then it's more fun. Another traditional one, but is still really, really good, is babysitting. Now, babysitting can be great. I think you probably want to be maybe 13, 14 years or above to do this, because it can be a little bit of a responsibility, but you can make a lot of money, especially these days, because childcare facilities are so expensive. So being able to offer babysitting for, $20 an hour or something like that is a great way to make money, and parents will pay for it because they don't get that free time these days. So if you can offer a really good service of, looking after their kids and making sure that they go to bed early, it's a great way to make a few extra bucks, or actually a fair bit of money. So if you think you can charge them $20 or $30 an hour, which is what people will pay, and you look after them for, say, 4 hours, you're going to be able to make $100 a night. That's not bad money, especially if all you're doing is kind of looking after the kids. It's generally better if they're going to be not babies or like toddlers, because they're a bit more work. But if you can look after some kids who are maybe 7 or 8, it can actually be a lot of fun, and it's a great way to learn some experiences and make $100 a night. And by the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, because that's always appreciated. Another really cool one is dog walking. Dog walking is really fantastic because you get to hang out with dogs. In fact, I have a dog, and it's a really great thing. I love walking the dog, but I don't always have the time to walk the dog. And a lot of people who will be working 9 to 5 might not also have the time to walk their dog. And the great thing is that there are websites these days where you can just pretty much go on and you can become a dog walker. I think there's one called wag.com, and it's an app as well. So people can pretty much say, okay, I need my dog walked at 12 p.m. Come and get the dog. You can walk it for an hour. Maybe you'll be able to feed it. Maybe you'll be able to give it some water. And it's a great way if you like pets, you like animals, especially if you like dogs. It's a great way to get out there, make a bit of money. It's probably around about $15 an hour for this one. And it's a good way if you like to get out into the sunshine as well. And the same as dog walking, you can also do pet sitting. And pet sitting is probably what you would think. It's kind of like babysitting for pets. So it might be for a cat, might be for a dog. It might even be for things like birds and things like that. So if people go out of town, they'll need people to come over and feed their dogs or feed their pets. This is another one that you can do. And there are lots of websites as well that do this as well. Another one that I really like is starting a YouTube channel, and this is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. This one here is actually my second channel. This one's got about 40,000 subscribers, but I also have another channel that's got about 400,000 subscribers. And the great thing is that with a YouTube channel is that you can make a whole lot of money through Google AdSense. So that's getting paid by YouTube. I get paid a fair bit for 1,000 views. I get paid about $45 for 1,000 views. A lot of people only get paid maybe $5 for 1,000 views, but because of my channel, it's about business and making money, I get a whole lot more. But you can also do sponsorships. I do a lot of sponsorships on my other channel with companies like Squarespace and Skillshare, and you can also sell merchandise, and you can do Patreon. So all you need to do is get a camera, use your phone to start making videos, and it's a great way to make some money. If you've got any stuff that you have got for gifts a few years ago, or you got different presents, or you don't use them anymore, maybe you've got some PlayStation games that you don't end up using, sell them on eBay or Craigslist or Gumtree, or even go to your local market and sell them there, because it's actually a really good way to make an extra few bucks that's always just sitting around. I have like 10 PlayStation games that I really loved back in the day, but I don't use them that much, and I might be able to get $20 for each of those discs. And if you got 10 discs at $20, which you're really not using that often, you can make $200. Hey, if you're good at graphic design, if you're good at Photoshop, if you're good at Illustrator, even if you're good at using something free like Canva.com, why not offer your graphic design services to people, and this way you can actually make a whole lot of money. For a logo design, people will pay $500 for a good logo design, even $1,000 for a good logo design. But even if you just want to offer them a logo for $100, which you can quickly do on Canva, or you can even go to a website called placeit.net. That's a great way to make a bit of money. A lot of old people don't know how to use graphic design services, so if you can do it, it's a great way to make some extra money. Hey, and another really good thing is building websites for people. And this is something that a lot of younger people know how to do, because these days you don't even really need to code, but if you do know how to code, that's even better. But you can create WordPress websites for them just with templates, and they don't know that you're really going to be using a template. Or there's other website builders like Squarespace or Card or Shopify. So many different ways in which you can make websites really quick, really easy for small businesses or for your auntie or your uncle. Pretty much anyone needs a website these days. So if you can build them a website that's not going to be too difficult to do, that's a great thing. If you're good at typing or writing out really quickly, I'd definitely take a look at doing transcription services. And what transcription means is essentially just like listening to a video, like my video right here, and you'll just be typing it out so it becomes a text document. So you just listen to what people are doing, and then you can type it out, and you can actually make $20 an hour doing this. So if you have a bit of free time and you just want to be typing text essentially, and you're nice and quick at it, and you're not that, it's not difficult for you, this can be a great way to make a bit of money too. There's a website called rev.com, rev.com, and that's where you can go there, and you get paid per word essentially, or you get paid per, video, and you can make a lot of money doing this, even if you are a little bit younger. So it's not a bad one to do, especially if you like watching YouTube videos and you've got a bit of free time. You can just sit there watching a video, typing it out and making a bit of money. Another old one is to do newspaper delivery, but you can still make good money with this. And this is kind of similar to that dog walking one, where it really doesn't matter if you how much you get paid. It's just nice to get out, go for a walk, be nice and fit, and it's nice to be out in the sun. Of course, if it's bad weather, not the best job, but newspaper delivery is one you can do. If you've got a bike, it's a good one as well. I remember when I was younger, newspaper delivery was one of the things that you could do when you were younger, because it's pretty much a basic job, but it's good fun to do. Another one, which I'm not really sure how legal it is, but I used to do this when I was in school, is selling candy at school. So, if you don't know, you can buy candy so much cheaper than you actually buy it at a vending machine, for example, or in the school shop. So it's a great way to, make a profit on buying candy cheaper and then selling it to your friends at school. So you could buy a bag of 100 pieces of, a popular candy or whatever, maybe some chocolate bars or something like that, and you can sell them for $2 each, and you're going to be making profit on that. So if you sell 100 pieces at $1 profit each, you're going to be making $100. Another one is to put up Christmas lights for people. Now, older people don't really want to be putting up Christmas lights all the time, but they like the idea of having Christmas lights. And the reason for this is because it might be difficult for them. They might have an injury, they might have a sore back, or maybe they're just too old and they're not really able to go up on a ladder or something like that. If you are kind of young and, you're good enough to do this, you can put up Christmas lights for people. You could charge them, $20 an hour to do this, or $30 an hour to do this. And then you can make a whole lot of money, especially come Christmas time, because everyone wants to have the Christmas lights up. But if you can go to their door and say, hey, I'll put your Christmas lights up for you, just pay me this, they'll probably do it, because they don't want to have to go through all the hassle of that, untangling the cables and things like that. It can be a big pain. So that's definitely one that you can do around Christmas time. Another one is to mow lawns. Again, this is something that people don't want to do because it's a chore. You have to get the lawnmower out. You have to make sure it's, clean of all the other grass and stuff like that. You can make a whole lot of money mowing lawns. If you can do 3 or 4 lawns in a day, you can make a bunch of money. Again, you're going to be out in the sun. It's going to be nice, depending on the weather time, but you're not going to be mowing lawns in the snow anyway. But mowing lawns can be a really good way of making a bit of money as well. And you can do other yard work as well. If you know how to do yard work, maybe water plants and things is something that you can do for older people as well. If you don't really want to be doing, mowing the lawns, you can go, we have like 20 different plants in this apartment. And if someone was to come and say, I'll water your plants for $5, yeah, sure, do it. And a really good one is to be a referee for your local sports. Now, people are always looking for referees and umpires to referee, junior sports and maybe some senior sports as well. So if you know the sport well, if you know how to referee basketball or soccer or football or something like that, why not become a referee? You can do it on the weekend. You can do it after you play your sports. It's a great way to meet people and it's a great way to stay active. Refereeing is a great way. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and 1 or 2 of these will work for you and you'll end up making some extra money as a teenager. Good luck if you're going to do it. And make sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content where I teach you as a teenager how to make all this money, so you'll end up having heaps of cash for your days after school.